Welcome back to The Upside. This is Tower Bridge in London. Look at this. It opened up in 1894. It's around 800 feet long, and you may recognize it from the big screen. It's been featured in movies like the original Mission Impossible, Spider-Man, Far From Home, Bridget Jones' Diary, and many, many more.
I went to London a few years ago. Had to see it. Yeah, London's a spectacular city. It's you know, the New York of Europe, you know.
Right.
And so we had a great visit there and lot to see. I think Paris is the prettiest city, but London is really something special. So nice to see that. Well, I can tell you from firsthand experience, parenting, not easy, but the mom you're about to meet is stepping up for her son in a big way.
Yes, she's teaching him how to reframe his mindset, and now he's a budding entrepreneur with a clothing line that spreads positivity. Kaylee O'Kelly is sharing the story from Phoenix.
Keep going, be a leader, not a follower.
King Monty is the founder and CEO of an inspirational clothing line for kids based in Arizona.
So the name of your company is called?
We Kings, bro.
We Kings, bro.
At just 12 years old, he has come up with a way to inspire other boys to get curious about financial independence and what he calls their inner king.
The K stands for kindness, the I stands for intelligent, the N stands for noble, and the G stands for godly, and the Z stands for zealous.
With a purpose-driven message to spread kindness that looks cool. The idea came after a ride through Skid Row in Los Angeles with his mother, Dr. Velma Trahan. She knows firsthand the reality of being born into poverty.
I believe that poverty is a state of mind. I believe that everything we do starts with our mind. What's here? What are we doing? The mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I believe that if we get more children to understand how powerful their mind is, then so much change can happen in the world. And so when I took him to Skid Row and he got to experience that, I believe it changed a lot in him.
We saw a lot of homeless kids, just a lot of homeless people, a lot of homeless kids, like kids younger than me, and the kids the same age as me.
The mayor of Tempe calls King a role model.
You don't have to be my age or older than me to start your own business, or your own company, or to be an entrepreneur. You could start as young as 11 or 12 years old and have a huge impact on your city and the state and even our country.
It's just surprising because when I first started, I didn't think it would come this far.
How about him? That positive change maker is also getting some big-time attention as Tempe city leaders are awarding his company a $25,000 grant. The mayor of Tempe calls King a role model. And he is.
He is.
He really is. He might be 11, but he's, or 12, I'm sorry, but doing big things.
The entrepreneurial spirit, that young, I think will take him a long way. It's getting in your blood now. And then two, it's rooted in compassion. And you hear a lot about LA, like a lot of major cities in the country have a homeless issue. He saw it and said, I can do something. So I like the fact that, he could be doing a lot of things at that age, but helping out and starting a business, really not what your typical 12-year-old does, but yet he saw a need and is doing his part. That's beautiful.
It really is. You could tell, couldn't you, how it probably was a little scary for him. I'm thinking of his age. I mean, he's a child that's obviously wise beyond his years. But, what it must have felt like to see those kids his same age out on the streets, suffering, in poverty and homelessness and no place to go, no opportunities like he has. And you could just, he was so, wide-eyed, and just the way he was looking at the camera, I thought, oh my gosh, that had to have been upsetting too. That has to really stick with you, and so for him to take that information in and say, let me try to do a little something about this is pretty remarkable.
Realize your inner king, and those 4 words he attached to the word king, which I love. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, coming up, we've got more great stories for you. In particular, we've got some tips to help you deal with your teens, deal with their emotions and life's many curveballs. That is next. Don't go away.